In the late 80s and early 90s, we were I would say, the only group in Maine and possibly also New England that we started working on AI techniques and specifically machine learning and neural networks provided education and research for our students. And I was very excited to hear from you and the Rue Institute inviting me to share my experiences over the last 30 years, and also the opportunity that the Rue Institute has provided for the Maine community, both the industry and academia, to encourage people to use AI for the benefit of the state of Maine and also economic development in the state. So that's a great opportunity. It was very new for students and they loved it because it gave them the opportunity to do things at greater scale. And when we presented that to the industry at that time, they were very unfamiliar with that. And wherever we went to introduce the concept, they called it black box. And in fact, that's the topic of my presentation today. I wanted to make sure that the black box that is referred to the AI, was referred in the past and is still sometimes being referred, is not there anymore. And people have a better knowledge of AI and how to apply it. So today, everybody knows about AI. AI is basically everywhere. We have gone through tremendous changes, and I have seen significant improvement and changes the way that AI is being presented and AI is being taught to the public. So we have gone through a whole lot. And at 30 years ago, maybe there were a handful of industries, manufacturing industries, like the pulp and paper, like the National Semiconductor, and some of the other manufacturing companies who are interested for their industrial processes. But today, AI has grown up a whole lot, especially in the area of natural language processing and understanding human communication and creating conversational intelligence. So some of the software that you see, like the Chat GPT that has been on the news lately, it is on conversational intelligence. And therefore, we have gone through a whole lot and we have a whole lot more ahead of us. However, one thing that I would like to see is creation of more connectivity between our biological intelligence, neural systems, and artificial neural systems. And that's what I would like to see more of, because that is going to create another level of education and revolution, in fact, I should say. And that would be great to see.
In healthcare specifically?
And absolutely healthcare, absolutely. Significant areas in all aspects. And healthcare is one of those areas. We are very interested working in that area. The issue that has been prohibiting us from addressing the healthcare issue is the privacy. The privacy of accessing not public, but private data. And if that issue can be resolved, then there is a whole lot. There is a whole lot that we can do. And from years of information, that data that we have, we can improve healthcare and providing care to patients more efficient and in fact much better. When you go to a doctor's office, the doctor looks at your chart over the last 2 weeks or last months or the last year. But imagine you have data from 20 years, 30 years of that person. And if you can put an AI on this to provide you with a better treatment, that is significant change. Absolutely, yes. That was one of our first projects. I had a student who was taking artificial intelligent course, and at the same time was also taking a robotics course that was connected to a vision system. And he basically, we talk about, well, what about combining the artificial intelligence with robot motion? And therefore we created a system, a robot, that could play chess with human being. In fact, that robot was even before the IBM blue computer that provided computer chess game. And it basically used Seiko accurate Seiko company, Seiko watch manufacturing robot, a camera system that was provided to us by Fairchild, that was sitting right here in South Portland at the time, and also our expertise in AI to create that. That was very exciting. It was actually featured in the CBS Morning News. Yes, right here, created right here in Maine. That was, I would say, in the late 80s or early 90s. Yes, it was the first robot that I know of playing chess independently with a human. Well, I'm glad AI, the Ru Institute has created the institute and the opportunity in AI. And I would like to see more collaboration between educational institutions in the state of Maine, including Ru Institute, University of Maine, Colby, and other colleges, so we can collectively address this AI issue rather than in our own backyards. So the biggest thing about AI right now in its application, I would say education. So I'm going to show that it is not a black box, but at the same time, in order to be able to apply effectively and efficiently, um, people have to be educated, and by the courses that are offered here at the Institute and also University of Maine, we can provide that education. Education is part of this whole equation. Just going and using a software that has been available, that is important, that is very good, but it keeps us at a very low level of applying AI. We want our people to be able to apply all kind of AIs to their applications, and for that, they need to get some level of education in AI. Absolutely, yes.